How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm on my way to the gym. Got up this morning for work like usual. I wanted to talk about my weekend. I had a fantastic weekend, but I definitely took it too far with the eating. And I'm now holding water, and the scale has been going up too much. I probably weighed like 215 pounds this morning, and most of that is probably from water weight. And sometimes when it's not a big deal to eat something different once in a while, have your cheat meal be a little bit bigger than usual. But I got to take some accountability, man. I definitely took it a little too far last week, particularly because I did not have any meals prepped, and that just does not work for me. And it's just like setting myself up for failure, not having meals prepped to some extent. And I'm not talking like every single meal. All I need to have is my main meal. Like, at the very least, have lunch and dinner prepped. I can kind of make meals around that. You know, I you know, yeah, I can make meals around that. No big deal. But if I have to make every single meal and figure out my lunch and my dinner on the day of, I just don't have enough time to really do that. Creating content, going to the gym, working, having a moment to chill, watching some anime, chilling with my family, my daughter, my wife. So it's like, I just need to do better at setting myself up for success. And when it comes to that, last week I had a fantastic week in the gym. Nothing wrong with the gym at all. Progressive overload was on point. Um, no injuries. My only injury felt a lot better last week because I was kind of nursing it. So I say all this to say, like, always do the things that you know are going to set you up for success in some capacity. So if you know that you can't make your meals, please don't be like me. Go ahead and meal prep. So that's what I did on Sunday. I did drop a meal prep video today from one of the meals that I prepped on Sunday. I tried to do one Saturday, but I recorded the whole thing and realized that my mic wasn't working. I was kind of talking far away from the mic and, excuse me, from the camera. So the camera audio was shit. So I couldn't really even use it. I was like, fuck. But I did post that to my Instagram and my YouTube today. So if you want to check that out, please do. I'm going to be trying to provide more valuable content like that and helpful tips on those platforms. And this is really just for us to talk about life, talk about working out, talk about fitness, and for you guys to be on the journey with me through these workouts and learn something from it. I try my best to have, the best form that I can. And I am not by any means some crazy bodybuilding fitness expert. I do have a coach, and I'm a student to the game. I'm a student always, but like even more so now because I'm really, even though I did lose 80 pounds and become a bodybuilder, I feel like this right now is really just the beginning for me. So this week, and you guys are going to see this video on Tuesday and probably see Friday's video today because that's the way that I started my posting so that I have time to edit the next day's video. But this week is, I need to get myself back on track diet-wise and get rid of all this water weight. And that's what I'm going to do. So like I said, I already prepped food for this weekend. And now I'm just going to, get myself right this week. The worst part about messing up on your diet plan or, not eating your macros, correct macros, is having to tell your coach that, which I had a check-in today, and I had to be honest about it and I'm not very proud of myself for that. I'm not gonna beat myself up, but like, you know, I hate holding water and looking around, and especially like I'm bulking. I'm really trying to reduce that as much as possible and maintain some kind of aestheticness while bulking. But like, I know bulking is not for that, that's for cutting. And I do not expect to be lean and shredded during a bulk phase. But like, I definitely don't want the scale to go up 6 pounds over a couple of days, which is somewhere in the ballpark of what has happened, which is why I know a lot of it is water. But yeah, so I will be staying extremely hydrated this week, drinking a lot of water, and trying to get more fiber in, and eating my my high protein meal preps that I made, and just making better choices and limiting myself to one cheat meal moving forward, because it's just been getting a little crazy. And that cheat meal is going to be something that's close to a healthy meal, but like still a cheat meal, but not too crazy, and definitely not a cheat day. Do not have cheat days. That is literally the worst. And you know, it sucks because like whenever you eat off of your diet plan and then you have a cheat meal that day, it's almost the equivalent to having a cheat day. because you're still kind of off plan, even though you might be making the healthy choices. Like, let's say like you instead of, you eat Chinese food, right? But you eat like white rice and like some kind of like grilled chicken teriyaki, whatever. It seems like it's a much more healthy choice, but it's still, you don't know what the calorie content is. You eat the whole thing. You probably just ate, 1,200 calories when you would normally probably eat 550, and you feel real confident. And then you go eat a cheat meal that's 2,000 calories. It just adds up really, really fast. And before you know it, you're cooked. So yeah, I implore everybody to just follow your macros, one cheat meal a week, depending on, your goals and what you're doing. I definitely don't advise dirty bulking, but one cheat meal a week, and follow your macros and track your calories. I use Calorie AI. I used to use my Fitness Pal. Calorie AI works for me. I like that one. This way, if I buy meal preps from like a place that sells meal preps, I can go ahead and create the food in the app according to the macros that are given to me by the meal prep company, and I could log those real easy too. But yeah, today we are going to be doing back and bicep. The plan is to obviously lift heavy, progressive overload, have good form, and not be lifting too heavy to where my form is bad and I'm not getting the prescribed amount of reps that my coach has given me. So follow along, and use my workouts for some inspiration if you don't know what to do in the gym. And also, if you have anything to say about my form or anything, I'm always a student to the game. All right. See you guys in the gym. All right. Welcome to another back and bicep day by yours truly. As usual, same deal here. We're starting out with underhand lat pull down. And I'm proud to say that your boy is one pin away from doing the full stack. Okay. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, let's get it. We're going for 10 to 12 reps. And then we're going to do one more back offset. And then we're on to the next. Fuck, that's heavy. Damn. 12 reps. So you know I'm definitely doing this weight again next week, because that's the amount of reps that I'm supposed to do. But I want to feel like I can do 1 or 2 more. Okay, let's get our rest in and then do our back off set, which is probably going to be 200. Not bad. I'm always happy when I do the prescribed amount of reps. You know what? That felt worse on my fucking hands than it did. Look at my fucking... That felt worse on my hands than it did the actual workout. But I'm not gonna be the one wearing the lifting gloves, getting called a little sissy. I need these calluses on my hands. Like a damn blue collar. I work 365 days a week. All right, so what do we got next? Fuck. Cable lat pullover, which is literally right fucking there. All right, lat pullovers, let's go. I'm actually 1 pin away from a full stack here too. But I did 3 sets of 8, and on my last set last week I only got 7, so 8, 8, 7. So the goal is to be able to get 8, 8, 8, but like have a rep or 2 in the tank. I keep saying that, but you know, it's just a goal. I want it so bad. I gotta talk it into existence, y'all. So, shit, let's get it. Oh, I need music. That's 9. I felt like I could have done 10. I'm just trying to take it easy. All right. Rest and then the next set. Actually, nah, let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. I just got 10 reps on the second set. So you know your boy is definitely gonna finish off with 9. And then we going up, baby. We going up next week. I feel exceptionally strong on this workout right now, which is why you should always remember to just be patient. You don't always need to move up as soon as you hit that prescribed rep. You know, you can spend another week on it, sometimes even 2, and then you feel super strong for the next weight. And also, these machines, they only go up, like let's say this one, 87.5 is what I'm on, and then the next weight up is 95 pounds. So it's not like you can go up 2 or 3 pounds on this. It's kind of a huge bump. Now, if you're doing some kind of barbell workout and you can go ahead and put the weight up, you know, some people even have, you know, quarter pound increments, 1 pound increments. But for a basic gym setup, let's say you can put 2.5s on each side, because that's standard, probably the smallest weight at most commercial gyms. 2.5 pounds on each side. That's 5 pounds. You know, that's still better than 8, because those extra pounds really, really start to add up when you are lifting really heavy. So you got to be careful with that. But like for this workout, I think 8 pounds is a big jump in weight. But I firmly believe that next week I will be able to handle that with, I'm going to say no problem. But we'll see how it goes next week. But, you know, we're focused on today. So let's go. 2 minutes is up. There we go. So we did 9, 9, and 10, which could have been 10, 10, and 10. But hey, I'm happy with that. So now we're gonna head over to the barbells and hit some meadows row. We're about to kill that too. All right, meadows row, guys. Today we're increasing by 5 pounds, and I'm excited to kill this lift. I feel like this workout has contributed to my back gains in the last couple of weeks, like a lot. And I've had some serious back gains in the last 2 months. Because, you know, the bulk started 2 months ago, but it started for us as a family a week ago. Okay? But this exercise has contributed to a lot of my gains. And I think it was created by a guy named John Meadows. Do not quote me on that. But I think this is a super underrated workout. I got my straps on for this because I do have to grab the end of the barbell, and it just helps when you're lifting the heavy weights to have the straps. The straps are a little short, so I have to kind of jimmy rig it, but whatever. Anyway, let's go. Music. Hell yeah, that felt great.
I did feel that in my forearm a little bit more than I wanted to, but I think the key to having good form on this is to make sure that you're kind of driving your elbow back so you're getting full muscle contraction. But anyway, I'm gonna take a rest and then I'll see you on the next set. On to the next. All right, now we're gonna do some dumbbell rows, and we're doing 125 pounds, and then for 8 to 10 reps, we're only doing one set of this. So I'm gonna jump right into it. Ten reps. I feel like that wasn't easy, but it wasn't crazy. I probably could have gotten that extra rep out, and I should have. So shame on me. So I don't know whether I'm gonna go up or not next week. Probably not. But either way, that was still a good set, and it was still a PR. So I'm not gonna complain. Next, some cable something. Okay, so the exercise that I was trying to say was seated cable rows. For some reason I couldn't think about it. But anyway, this is my last back workout, and then we're gonna go do a pump check, and then we're gonna finish off with some bicep, and then we're good. But we're gonna do 2 sets of this. The first set, the strong set, and the second set, I'm going to try to get the same amount of reps with the same weight, and then I'm gonna finish off. I'm gonna go to 20 reps. I'm gonna drop set to 20 reps, either way. So let's get it started. Music. Damn. That was tough. One more set. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's get right to this. I feel like I'm gonna be all watery today, but hey, whatever. We're gonna try something. We're gonna put this on my glasses. That'll work. Let's see how bad we are today. Still some definition, but definitely super watery. The net, that's not, I haven't checked it out yet, but look how bubbly I look today. That'll be gone by the end of the week. But let's go get arms done, and then we're done. I'll probably do a bicep check. All right, I don't really have much to say about this. We're gonna do some bicep curls, and I'm running out of time, so 3 sets. Oh, almost forgot my music. Two more sets of that. Damn, it really sucks because I really love that workout, but it just feels like so much on my forearm. So we're gonna cut it with those, and I ended up doing an extra set of dumbbell curls for this specific reason, because I was just gonna test this out, test the waters. But I'm actually going to skip the pump check today for my arms, since we already got one in on the back. There's my arm pump check. I don't really have the time today. I gotta get out of here. But thanks for watching as usual, and I'll see you on the next one.